NFL Week 16 NFC North divisional matchup. We got Lions Vikings. I was on the Lions and the over last week in their game versus Denver. It started off not looking so good after the first quarter. It ended 0-0. Then Detroit went on to score 6 touchdowns in 3 quarters. They finished with 7 yards per play and no turnovers. It was as good of a game Detroit could play. When Detroit has their A game, they're close to pretty much unbeatable. Lions did whatever they wanted versus Denver. It was probably the best possible matchup for Detroit, but now versus this Vikings team, it might be the worst possible matchup for them. Broncos defense is so much different than the Vikings defense. Vikings play a lot of zone coverage, which is where Goff struggles. The Vikings have the highest blitz rate by far, which Goff is terrible under pressure. And speaking of Goff, we almost have a Jared Goff checklist game here. If you're unfamiliar with the Goff checklist, you bet against him every time he's on the road, as a favorite, facing pressure, and outdoors. The Lions' loss to the Bears was a true Jared Goff checklist game. This game we can check off everything but being outdoors, but I think we have enough to still bet against him here. Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores has a history of owning Goff too. Vikings are really good off a loss. Looks like the market agrees with the Minnesota side too. When Detroit moved to -3.5, sharp money immediately hit the Vikings and wiped out all the +3.5s off the board. I just missed getting the Vikings at +3.5 and had to settle for +3 at even money. But I don't think I'm going to need the points. I like the Vikings to win outright here. Also, a prop I really like is TJ Hawkinson over receiving yards. Think he has a big game versus his former team, kind of a revenge angle there. The Lions aren't, great defending tight ends as it is, and Vikings quarterback Nick Mullins should look his way with a plus matchup. A couple other props I like in this game too that I'll post inside the Betting Network Discord. The invite link to join is in my bio. That's all I got for this one. Until next time, good luck with your bets.